Welcome to Sketch Going Podcast. I'm Carlos Gomez, and I have a cough drop, and that's why I'm choking on my words. This week, we're going to be talking to a group of knuckleheads, if for the lack of a better word. We have a group of knuckleheads that all go to school together, but then they decided to work on this really neat project. We're going to talk about that with Street Cred.
Yeah.
So to help name everyone, we have Apple. That's Apple. We have Ty.
Yeah, right, that one.
Oh, there you are. Okay. You wave way too fast for your web camera. That's what it is. You were like, pow, pow, and it was gone. I'm like, hi. We have
am I right?
Tacky.
Oh, yeah. He didn't go for the...
We have Joe.
Hi. Hi.
Joe is Joe the one in the middle?
No. The cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat. All right, cool. Hey, Joe. And Austin.
Everyone pointed Austin.
There you go. You guys got to move real slow because your web camera is a little slow. And breathe. So welcome to the show, guys. We're going to talk to these guys about their animation project. It's a story of a young girl named Adija.
Yes.
Yeah. But before that, let's go ahead and welcome. There's Charlie B. Williams III.
Hello, everyone. I'm here.
Welcome, Charles.
Here.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
And we have Jack Kasperzak.
Yes. Hello, it's me. I'm here.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a really quick update. Do you remember me last week complaining, belly aching about
Welcome update.
Welcome update 2017. You remember how I was telling you, like, all of a sudden the pen of my Cintiq would stop working, and I was really upset. Yeah, well, it was because my USB bus went away, or it became faulty, and so I plugged my Cintiq into a different USB bus, and it started working, and everything is fantastic. So my apologies to Wacom for bad-mouthing them. And I took that USB bus and threw it away, because that's what we do when we're from the streets, like Street Cred. See what I did there?
Really?
Streets are lined with USB buses.
Yes.
Wow.
I need a USB bus pass.
Don't ever do that.
Oh, yeah.
How's everyone else?
All right. Good. Tired, but what else is new?
Cool. Moving on.
We have the answer. Move on to the next topic of conversation.
I feel rushed. Right before we got on the show, these guys were like, by the way, we have homework, so we can't be out for like ever. And I'm like, oh, okay, and go. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so actually, before I go too far, a couple things we need to talk about. One, Sketch Zone Hotline. Currently, you can ask anyone on this panel, whether it's Street Cred, Charlie, Jack, me. If you have any questions, please feel free to use the Sketch Zone Hotline, 408-753-8248. That's 408 Sketch 8. Operators are standing by.
No, they don't.
Yes, they are. Shut up, Charles. We have a large budget for customer service representatives.
You have a call center?
Yes. Thank you, Google. Also, while you're sending messages and stuff, we're getting prepared for our 100th episode. For our 100th episode, we're going to do a Ask Me Anything. So use the Sketch Zone hotline to send messages to us so we can use them on our 100th episode, because we're old and cranky and that's what we do. So yeah, this is episode 93. So you guys have 7 more episodes to get these questions in. So yeah, with that said, we going in on Street Cred?
Let's go in.
Let's go in on them. All right, so Street Cred. Number 1, where did that name come from?
There was like the original project that we were going to make.
Yeah.
It's a completely different story with 2 characters about a girl who was more rebellious and living on the streets.
Graffitiing the subway tunnel and
Yeah.
all of that, and dealing with judgment from the general public.
I like it.
So we
I
did
thought
move away from that.
maybe you guys are going to do an animation of some kid out there murdering people and she just collecting bodies for straight up cred.
Well, you have
Tears on the corner of her eye,
That's the sequel.
oh,
Sequence.
It's like years later when she grows up.
Sees it
Hey,
rubbing
now
down.
don't ruin my future with this girl. I had positive visions for this.
She gotta do what you gotta do to survive, Jack.
That's not the message we're trying to promote here in the Sketch Zone Nation.
Oh no, we will. No.
I was telling one story. One person's story from their perspective. No judgment.
Got it.
So you guys had a completely different storyline that you guys were going to work on?
we had several.
Go for it, guys.
Actually, from the
that-
beginning, where did you guys all meet?
Yeah.
Digipen. Oh.
No, we're not.
In the house.
No, we all were undergrads at Digipen Institute of Technology in Redmond, Washington.
The legendary
Very
Digipen.
nice.
There, you've heard of it.
Oh, of course I heard of Digipen. Yeah. Love it. They used to be they used to have a relationship with Nintendo, right? Do they still?
Yes.
Yes.
This
The
guy.
right there is working for them right now.
Yes.
So,
Ah, nice.
Nice.
Very
Why
good.
do you have it?
He said, yes.
Yeah.
He was, yes. I am working there.
A little bit of history. How long did
He
you
carries his resume in his back pocket just to be able to be like, Nintendo bitch.
You guys know? Hey guys, you guys know how long Digipen's been in established college? How long they've been around? Do you guys know?
At least 3 weeks.
late
I don't know.
80s, right?
Right, yeah.
I want to say around 30 years, but
Dang, Gino.
Yeah. Digipen was one of the schools I looked at when I was in high school. So that's kind of cool because you heard about they used to have
Have they always been Digipen?
they used to have
Like
like
30 years ago, there was no Digipens. I'm sorry.
Well, Digipen was mostly all just game design. There was really no art. Art was only added till later.
Because no one.
it was all programming,
So-
right? Yeah.
None of us would have been looking into it just because artists.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't go. Because it was like more programming and stuff like that. But I used to see ads in the back of Nintendo Powers and stuff like that, and like
Oh yeah, those
EV.
like
Yeah.
Tender power.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, I don't want to program. But cool.
I have a definitive answer for you now, thanks to the wonders. Digipen is 29 years old.
Oh, close.
There it is. Yeah.
20 how many?
29.
29.
29 years old. Huh.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Good job, Claude.
Today's his birthday. I think it's today.
Was it celebrated at Nintendo?
No. I just
That looks like no.
So when did the art degree course come into play?
Oh, guy asking the hard questions.
Yeah.
I went to school.
I know. He's
Only
like, my
time
smart
until
data plan is only so fast.
It wasn't like in the last 10 years because I know like Honda was like one of the like first people to start the art program.
Really?
Yeah, like I think he was like the first year it started.
Nice. Yeah.
So
One of our
what program are y'all in, or are you in separate degrees? Did you all meet in a singular class? Like what's the?
We were all in the same year. We all same starting year, same graduating year. We all rolled through at the exact same time.
Yeah.
So we all met each other when we first went to Digipen, and we all have the same degree. We're all BFAs, Bachelor's in Fine Arts, and
Digital art and animation.
yeah, animation is in the title somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been
Yeah.
pretty much together the whole 4 years we were there.
Yep.
And talk about
Are
the
you guys all
integration.
still in class? Are you guys?
No, we graduated. One of us is going to get our master's in.
Oh wow.
Guess which one?
Overachieving. There you go.
Yeah. hmm Yeah, because that's one of the things that I noticed. She's got that on her emails. Apple's got big as hell at the bottom. It says MFA in animation, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? Like, I'm going to hang out with her so she can teach me to do what I need to do.
I'm just it's advertising, you know, self-promoting. Might as well get it.
Get it
And
done.
who knows? You might be curious and click on it. So they work the system, you know.
Yeah,
All right, so
the other four of us are all in the industry here in Kirkland.
Yeah.
So
what are you guys doing?
It's all game design so far.
Yeah.
Because that's the main thing in Washington.
Game.
So
Yeah.
But everyone's specialized with their own department within that.
Yeah.
game.
I don't believe that we've said on the podcast just like what we did for Adija.
Whew.
Should we do that?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
But
All right.
but thank you for trying to take control of the show.
Oh boy.
This is what happens.
it's the Rogan side.
It's all over again.
The Rogan side.
So what is it that you guys do at the different game companies?
I'm a Monolith, and I'm a 3D character artist.
I am also at Monolith, and I'm a 3D character animator.
I'm at Nintendo Software Technology. I'm pretty much like artist. Do anything, anything that.
So you run Nintendo? Is that what you're telling us?
That's what he's
Yeah.
saying.
It's
Yeah.
what you believe, yes.
He's like, have you seen Mario? I did that.
He says, I get
Make
stuff
him
done.
run.
I just basically get stuff done on a daily basis. Last but not least,
Yeah, I currently work at a indie company called Eighth Shore. And there's like a zillion indie companies in Redmond, and I'm just a generalist
nice,
at their studio.
cool.
So do you guys give him a hard time because he doesn't work at Monolith or Nintendo?
I was like, he already does enough. You precious peach.
He brags, is like, gosh, I'm getting so much sleep.
Nice.
Apple, what are you doing these days? Are you still in your MFA program?
Yes, I am. I'm in my MFA in animation and VFX. So down in San Francisco at the Academy of Art University.
Oh man. Yeah, nice.
All right. That's right down the street from where I live.
Oh, cool.
Serious?
Yeah, girl.
That's awesome.
We can go get addicted to coffee like you guys were talking about before the show.
Yes.
Apple, do you want to teach?
It's a tragedy.
Not a tragedy. Give in.
Well, no, 'cause my family is so anti-coffee, anti-anything. They're like, you drink coffee? It's a sin. And I'm like, don't hate me.
So hardcore.
We are a very divided couch.
Giving
regards
into
to
some
coffee.
real hard
I can
drugs.
see. Hey, Apple, question. Hey, I'm over here. Yeah, there we go. Find me. There we go. Cool. So, hey, do you what do you want to do with your master's? Because usually when you get a master's, it's a very specific thing. Are you interested in teaching?
Yes, I am interested in teaching. I laugh because I have like a whole like mental plot, in my own mind of what I want in my life.
It ends with world domination, but that's all she'll tell us.
She sounds like she wants to shape young minds.
It certainly sounds like that, doesn't it?
I mean, I'm not gonna deny anything, but I'm really just pressing to. I want to get my master's so I can end up teaching someday. But I'm really invested into working at Disney as a storyboard artist.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, we know a few storyboard artists that have been on the show.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, now you understand the power of networking, which is where we met most of you guys. Was at CTN, and we were able to see Jack. Do you remember we were watching their?
I do remember
on the
Laptop.
on the Oculus Rift stuff. Yeah, and it was really cool, and it was really cool to see how passionate you guys were about the film, and how everyone knew exactly what their roles were. Everyone knew exactly what to say, but it wasn't like a rehearsed thing. It was like a we really love this project type of thing. So now is where you guys can go through and go one by one and explain what you did. You see how we do that? You see how?
Okay.
I'll have you hang out with me. I'll have you a pro in no time. So go ahead and go through and describe what you guys did. What was your title? Well, first off, what was your title? And then later we'll get into the different roles that you played, or not the roles, but your responsibilities in the film. So who was the highest ranking person?
official. And how did you achieve?
I just want to see you guys. I want to see you guys get like all uncomfortable and stuff.
MFA raises their hand right away.
So who was the most important person on the team?
Oh my God, no! That's how it works. Don't you? Thank goodness.
It's not drama if we all agree.
Well, I'm like, thank goodness we're done with this.
Okay, so Apple goes first then. Sweet. So we go.
Yeah, no,
Apple's first.
I was the
All right. So Apple, what was your title?
I was director, story lead, or art director, story lead, and 2D effects animator.
Sounds like the person in charge to me.
Yeah. So important.
I was the producer and environment artist.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you're next.
I'm a character designer, animators, lead animators.
I did everything. Okay.
You get shit done. Let's see what you're saying. We already know what you.
Well, we know who
You already know you did it.
You get
if it
stuff
wasn't
done.
for
We
you,
understand.
this story wouldn't have been done. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Done.
One guy.
Okay.
All right. Next, who's left?
I did pretty much, besides the effects, all the 2D work.
Nice.
Cool.
Yes.
And last but not least.
And I was the other animator, but I also did like a lot of technical stuff like rigging and sim. That was me too.
The line was like, these two did 3D animation, and then me and Apple did 2D animation. So
Yeah.
there is the split
Yeah. So just
animators
yeah,
in
and
different mediums.
yeah.
And we had one other guy, Garrett Kavanaugh, who couldn't be here today because he's camping or something. And he did all the lighting in the 3D stuff. Anything.
Other than sim and rigging,
Yeah.
Garrett was the mastermind.
Yeah, I am so glad that he exists, because if he did not exist, then I would have to.
Yep.
And
That's Joy's other role.
yeah,
Really?
basically, if anyone leaves the team, the joke is that I have to do their thing. So I was very invested in keeping the team.
So you could just blink twice. Are you way more important than Tacky?
Come on, you know their webcam won't capture that.
Yeah.
Blink really slowly twice.
Very slowly. And
We're trying to start war now.
They're
I
still
can see
on
you.
the budget. Can't do that to me.
Well, Tacky was integral to the process and would have found a way to manage if I had somehow just like disappeared off the face of the earth. And I would like to think
Camping, one of the two.
Yeah, but our character would have looked like a monstrosity walking around if you weren't there
Well,
working it.
Wow.
We have
Agree to disagree.
just enough people.
Yeah, we did
For
what we needed to do.
for
That's the
everything.
important part.
It would have been T-pose. It would have been T-pose the entire
Yeah.
film.
Nice.
Which would have been an artistic.
Instead of a little girl, it would have been a cactus. A story of this cactus.
Real flowing animation right there.
So I know that your film is out on submitted to festivals and stuff. So I'm not exactly sure how much of it we can talk about or whatever. So if I ask a question that you guys are like, no, we can't talk about that, feel free to do that. I don't want to get you guys in trouble with any of the festival folks out there. Is that cool?
Yep, we can talk about any aspect of it. We just can't air the complete film.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You might want to steer clear from discussing the ending specifically because it's a nice twist if people haven't seen it.
Okay.
But that's not gonna, like
Cool.
disqualify.
Cool.
Is there any like pre-trailer or anything that doesn't really give away anything that you have?
Yeah, if you go to the show's webpage,
hey,
this
Charlie, if
episode's
you go to
webpage-
sketch.zone,
slash.
sorry.
I was trying to say it so I was trying to shave that piece of paper so thinly, but you just jumped
it was
on
my
it.
segue, but okay. Yes. What is it? Go ahead. Tell it to everybody.
Sketch.zone and then click on the link for this show. All right, so Apple, I'll let you give us the synopsis of the story.
Oh man, recalling. Bitch.
She's done this a lot.
I need like the first words.
Story of a young girl in the Bronx.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
I got it. A story about a young girl in the Bronx who finds escape from her unhappy family life through her graffiti art. Boom.
The end.
The end. And
All right. So how did you land on this project as opposed to the 8,000 other ones you were working on?
Lots of iteration.
Yep.
The first one we couldn't find problems with.
Okay, fair enough.
First story.
It was more like we pick a story and we're like, okay, this is it, 100%. And then someone's okay, but what about this little part? And we're like, okay, you're right. It would be better if we did it this way. Okay, but this is our final story now. And then we're like, oh, but you know, what about this little bit? What if we change that? And then you fast forward 6 months and it's a completely different story.
That's it would never that will never change.
Right.
Well,
I think every project.
Yeah, forever.
So I read that you guys actually started school early and actually started on this project even before you started going to school. Is that true?
No, so what that is, so we started this project earlier than what was regularly scheduled at Digipen. Usually you'll take your senior year to do your senior project. Starting fall semester, you think of the idea.
1 year.
1 year. We were like, no, let's like our professors are expecting like Pixar quality from us, like, and they take 4 years to make a film. We better start now in junior year while no one's thinking about it. You know.
it also,
I didn't think about
it conveniently meant that if we made our team in junior year, we basically got the pick of everyone because no one else was grouping up yet.
Mm.
So
Oh, you guys are
On
genius.
our master plan very early.
And everyone else was like, wait, whoa, where are the
wait,
people?
what do you mean Apple's already taken? No?
Get screwed.
So how many stories had cactuses floating around in their stories at the end of your project?
The
No.
cactuses went away when we got Joey on board because he's like, I can rig things.
No. What I'm saying is now that you guys built your dream team way super early, how many other teams projects were just kind of like,
Going?
you don't answer that question. There's people watching this be like, oh, how dare you?
Yeah, whose project sucked?
Yeah, whose project sucked? Well, that was the one with the floating cactus. And
That's
There were a couple teams who had difficulties.
Yes.
That's right. Dish.
you guys are refined.
Lots of
Ty
practice.
makes us so
There was a
classy.
class.
Slander them with class is what you're trying to say. Just do it as a
Oh, so good.
kill them with
They
pen.
worked it out though, most of them.
Well,
there was
Yeah.
one who didn't make it.
Yeah.
But other than that,
For the most part, there were fun projects that came out of it.
Yeah. How long did it take you guys to go from let's go to the part where you guys actually have the story somewhat hammered down. How long did it take you guys to go from story to completed animation?
Wasn't it? We
9 months, 2
Was it-
semesters.
like, yeah, once it was in fall, we finally.
Well, I mean, we still
Senior
had
year.
stories kinks that we worked out throughout, like at least our first semester.
Yeah, it was
So
Halloween day because I was Hagrid, and we finally picked the final. Yes. That is,
She makes a really good Hagrid.
I do.
She stuffs a jacket and hides stuffed animals inside it.
Yeah, and I'm like 6 so it works.
and
Yeah.
hair turns into a beard.
It does.
So how many months?
He's like, get
So
to the
from the time we actually started animating and considered our story locked down until final render was
Long story short.
Was what, 6 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Did you guys have a good idea as far as what it took to get this project done? Or did you guys just go into it and figure it out as you went?
Hmm.
I think we missed the first part of your question there.
You guys.
I think you cut out at the beginning of your question.
Oh, okay. Did you guys know what to expect when you guys got into this project, or did you guys figure it out as you went?
Yes. The answer is yes to that.
Yeah, because we had a class structure guiding us through with our professors who are from the industry, like from the animation industry, one from Disney, one from Pixar.
Oh, wow.
Understood the problems we were going to face. However, once you actually face them, it's terrifying.
Never prepared.
We're never prepared enough.
We were very proud, I should mention, because we started so early. For the first 2 semesters, so including that extra semester, for the first 2 semesters, we were a good 3 weeks ahead on all of our deadlines.
Yeah.
And we're just like, we are good, we are solid, we got this. And then we started hitting the problems, and then we were 3 weeks behind. Even with a team this good, and even with a team that was that far ahead of schedule, there's so much unexpected stuff that happens.
Our scope were pretty high too.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, like we were like, how much over the time like recommendation were we?
Like a minute.
Yeah, we were like a full
Yeah.
minute beyond the recommended time for a short film of this like scope. So
Whoops.
How did you guys end up editing that down?
We didn't. We just worked really hard to get it done.
yeah, we edited it as short as it would go.
I think a lot of it also ended up being just pacing for letting scenes sit and being able to take in the emotion of the scene, which ended up padding out like time-wise. So I think the original cut was within the time frame.
Yeah.
And then we started allowing scenes to sit longer so people can, you know, have some moments of breathing, which then kind of ended up adding extra time to the end.
Right now are Tacky's designs for the character.
I did this.
I
Oh,
bet
yes.
you did.
Get stuff done.
What's really cool about what you guys did here with all your pre-production stuff is you guys broke down her hair. You guys broke down different shoe styles, different emotional reactions. It's just really cool to see how much work you guys actually put into it, even before you got to the animating part, even before you got to the 3D part. All of your concepting and everything is just really cool. You guys talk about the production Bible breaks everything way down. Down to the length of her hair, and it comes to a ponytail and all this stuff. So I would imagine, and if this happened, you can tell the story, but I would imagine if you guys needed to add another animator, another modeler or whatever, all you had to do is show them this, and they knew exactly what you guys were doing and what it looks like.
Yeah. And even just within the team, since we do have, you know, we have 2 2D animators and 2 3D animators, just, you know, keeping everybody on model, we all understand the character, we all understand what the final project should look like.
Yep.
And we all had input on these designs. These thumbnails weren't just Tacky designing the character, they weren't just me designing the environment. Every single person on the team contributed concepts.
It was a very important thing that Apple insisted on, that everyone do a pass. For example, if I remember correctly, you're going to get to some crappy drawings. Those
Oh, it's good.
Did all of you guys want to be animators and all that stuff when you grew up? Like when you were kids, I should say?
Yes and no.
I wanted to go into nanotechnology, and then I found out how much math was involved.
I wanted to learn how much math was involved.
I wanted to be a whale trainer and thought, no.
I wanted to be a pharmacist, but I want to draw. So
I'm still trying to figure out how I got here.
My parents kicked me out of the house, so I picked up a pencil.
Any of you guys realize or were surprised at how technical game development is once you got to your respective studios?
Say again?
Says, were any of you guys surprised at how technical game development is on a day-to-day basis once you got there?
No, I was like, I'm not in a game studio.
Nope. Get out of here.
No, I think Digipen did a really good job of preparing us for
Good.
that.
Yeah.
There hasn't, for me anyway, I haven't really been surprised by any part of the
It's
pipeline.
more like, as long as you know the programs, at least for me, generally technical stuff isn't something handed off to the guy that does all the technical stuff and then move on to the next art project.
Well, the truly marvelous part, in my opinion, is coming into a studio that is like working on a project, is that you have people there who know how things work, and so they can teach you. So like compared to like just trying to figure it out, like what we were doing, it was like, oh, you already have this set up, just use this tool, animate as you would normally, and make sure that these steps are followed in between. It's like, it's similar, but not having to deal with as many problems, which I appreciate greatly.
Speaking about problems, how did you guys deal with problems once they arose?
green.
Yeah,
we screamed, we slept under the desks.
that was great.
Denial. That's a
Yeah, denial.
Denial is a wonderful tool.
Lots of lots of Googling,
Yeah.
lots of tracking down obscure PDFs that someone else made 5 years ago.
Yeah, a lot of
We figured it out.
yeah, a lot of communicating to one another and reaching out to other professors as well.
Yeah, we had a great network at school. I think everything we needed to know was at school. It just took us to ask the question to the right people.
Yeah. Right.
Or Garrett. Garrett just fixed it.
Yeah, Garrett was kind of
again as having someone, because Garrett is an artist, but he's also very, very technically minded. And so a lot of the times, like if we need to learn a new program, Garrett's the one who learns it first, and then the rest of us can go to him for questions.
And we have faculty specifically for like each field. So when we have problem with like some specific field, we just invite instructor in and ask them question.
Can you remember the
Yeah, a
biggest
lot-
problem you had? Or was there one problem that stuck out among all the other ones that in the process of finishing the film?
I can guess the question, but
I feel like we honestly had a pretty smooth run of it.
I mean, we all had our own individual problems, but I
Yeah,
don't think
like-
nothing halted us from ever actually doing anything.
The biggest problem to me was there was a period of time where we couldn't render the character because something
Yeah.
that I-
Yeah, that's a
Minor
pretty big one.
I think I remember you having a hard time.
well, yeah, hence the constant screaming. No,
That's what I was
Garrett being
hearing.
like, "Ugh, let's do this."
yeah, basically, I took a cloth sim class like in junior year at Digipen. So now I am the cloth sim guy at Digipen. I have no idea how that happened. But yeah, I took one class and now I'm like the aficionado. So
yeah.
so just everything is breaking all around me, and you know that that internet post of the dog and the fire everywhere, and just he's saying this is fine. That was my life.
Okay.
But it's just a lot of technical hurdles trying to make sure that everything worked when there was something very clearly not working.
Being at school also was one hurdle we had to do, because besides doing the film, we had to juggle classes.
Yes.
Each of us
Yeah.
having our like 4 different classes.
Yeah, this was, to put it in perspective, we were spending upwards of 70 or 80 hours a week just on the film, not including, for most of us, for at least the last semester,
Yeah.
not including the other classes.
Yep.
So,
Ah!
yeah,
I remember now. Don't make me remember.
I'm giving Austin flashbacks.
Was there ever a time where one of you guys just slammed your mouse down and said, "Come at me, bro"?
What?
Not,
In
not
what
to each
regard?
other.
Not to each other.
To Maya or the other programs we were using, yes.
But
I don't think any of us ever got angry at each other at
No.
once. I think like
We
we were
cried.
pretty
I mean,
much like
Zachy.
we were pretty much a tight knit family the whole
Yeah.
time.
We actually, in that regard, we actually disappointed one of the faculty members.
What?
Yeah, no, because so there's a faculty member. She's a wonderful woman,
Oh yes.
and she really enjoys having what she calls team on one,
Oh,
which is where she says, "Okay, guys, we're gonna hang out, and we're gonna have food, and we're gonna stay up late, and we're gonna talk about all your problems." And we never took advantage of that because we didn't need to.
I freaking learned from that woman.
And I'm pretty sure she was disappointed because she really likes all of us and she wanted to hang out.
no.
I think it was also the running joke whenever like any minor insignificant problem ever arose, we'd just be like, "We need a team on one right now."
We need one way to talk about this problem.
You ordered pepperoni and I wanted cheese. Team on one.
Team on one.
Good concept, but it doesn't work for our team.
We were
I guess.
good.
Yeah.
We were good.
Yeah.
If there was a problem, we would just talk about it and then we were done.
Yeah.
Strange, isn't it?
So since you guys are a tight-knit family, then were you guys walking through the streets, through the hallways of Digipen, like you'd go up and like bow up against some other kid and be like, "Street cred, bitch," and then just like
Well, you know, we did go to classes arm in arm, all 5 of us.
Yes.
Just constantly connected.
You know that one shot in The Wizard of Oz, like where they're skipping down the yellow brick road?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was less posing and more skipping like that.
You guys were arm in arm skipping down the Digipen road. Is that what you're telling me?
Also saying "come at me" at the same time.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. No, it was one of those things where it's like, where's Street Cred? Where are they? Because we were just in this obscure corner of the, of the
Yeah,
school.
basically walk by us and be
And
like, wait, what?
And we were like the one film team going
Yeah,
at that time at the Redmond campus. And
Right.
so they're like, where's this film? We're hearing about this film. Where are you? And we're just like, we're over here behind some programmers.
Well, do you want to talk about the landmark that you created there?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
done.
no,
Too off.
our interactions with the other teams, because there were other teams.
Yes.
It's just they were doing games instead of films. And our interactions with those teams, it was mostly like some people from one team or the other, we'd like just wander over and say hi and how are you doing and check up on how everyone else's projects are going. There's really no competition of any sort between the teams of the school.
No.
Yeah, Digipen have a big work area. It's like a big studio. So it's
Yeah.
like every corner are like, so like people stop by, and we were like, yeah, it
Test
was
each other's stuff.
right.
Watch it early on, maybe get some reactions.
Yeah,
It's
because
pretty-
game need game
it's a
tester.
good environment. Really good environment for
Yeah, for working.
Yeah.
Collaboration. Yeah.
yeah.
So they did a good job having
It was
you
like,
guys
walk
with
to
the.
school and get your own computer.
Yes, it is a design school thing.
Right.
That's one of the big complaints that we've always, because Charlie, Jack, and I went to the same school.
Yeah.
And people were always complaining about, oh, this computer and this software. We have old software or whatever it is that they were complaining about. Digipen did a good job of keeping you guys up to date and stuff with stuff to be able to deliver on this project.
Yeah, no, we didn't appreciate it when we were students.
Yeah.
Like we were all complaining too.
No
now-
student ever appreciates it.
Yeah. But I mean, like now that we're all in the workforce, we're like, yeah, no, they're totally up to date.
Yeah.
They don't really
Yeah.
Studios do not always have the latest equipment, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about this.
Yeah, especially game studios, because game artists and designers, they get in their niche and they will use that same pipeline until the wheels fall off.
Well, that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
You're developing a studio-wide major pipeline that took a long time to develop, and just changing software underneath it is a giant task. So
You realize your school did at least a good job of having the newest version of Maya every other quarter. You know, you're like, oh, and then you're not in school. You realize, oh, I might have to pay for that now. I guess I'll just use the same version. You know, I'll use that student license version or whatever till they, as long as Autodesk will let me.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know how to act. You guys got real quiet.
They're like, be careful what you say.
got
They're still traveling with the school and stuff.
That's where they come down. They're like,
so the school itself has been pretty supportive of your project, I'm assuming.
What was that?
we just missed half your question again.
Okay. So Digipen has been pretty supportive of your project, I'm assuming.
yeah.
They have to be.
Oh yeah.
Sure of that. Do you have any policy?
Support our project or we pay no tuition.
so how does that support work? Is there a special faculty member or someone that's helping you guys submit your film to all these different festivals and stuff? How does that work after the film's done?
Well, this is where it gets deep.
Well, so we have, part of what was really nice is that since we were the only film team, and we happened to have these two professors who are both from the movie industry, And we're really, really excited that we wanted to pursue the film option instead of the game.
Yeah.
So they were very, very enthusiastic about helping us push it as far as we can go. And then once we were ready to submit to festivals, they were also very proactive in helping us find the festivals that we could submit to. Because we don't know where to look, and we're working now, we don't have time. And so they can just be like, hey, here are 4 more festivals that you're eligible for. Go try out for those ones.
Yeah.
Was that
So,
a
yeah,
hard
it
process
definitely
in that? Was that like stressful? Once applying, wondering if you're going to get in, or was it pretty smooth?
I mean, it's just submitting it. I think we've all done the whole job application scholarship thing. It's the same thing. You know, you send it wherever you can, and if they say no, oh well.
The boxes and just let it go.
If something comes of it, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yep. I mean, we
So
know.
far, what has...
Say again?
Go ahead. I was just going to say, so far, what
stopped for
has
you.
come of it? What has come of it? Have you guys been accepted to any film festivals?
Yes,
Yes.
are we at 15? 15 acceptances.
Wow!
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
3.
We have 5 awards.
We have 5 awards now, apparently. I am just hearing.
We have 5 awards.
Wow. What are some of the awards that you've won?
The Cine Golden Eagle Film Festival, the 59th Cine Film Festival, the Accolade Film Festival, the
Do you have your notes on the ceiling? Is that why you're looking up there?
No, this is how I think.
Store for information in the cloud.
Above.
Divine knowledge.
Oh, my notes are in the cloud.
Oh my God, don't
So
judge.
yeah, two of them got us trophies, and 2 of them didn't, but we love them anyway.
Paper.
Yep.
Whether they know it or not. Let me look at. I'm looking.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So, Student Animated Short Awards, Accolade just mentioned. Lady Filmmakers Award for Best Animation, International Family Film Festival Award for Best Animation, Best Animated Short Film in the 2016 Short Film Awards. Filthy.
They're gonna take away our awards for not remembering.
They really filthy. Yeah.
We got there. That's the important part.
Our memory goes bye-bye because we're so tired.
Who are you people?
Who are you people?
Don't worry, it only gets worse.
Sweet. Freaking sweet.
Yeah. I'm like,
Darn
does that work? I keep looking on my set. Does that work? Like, huh?
It's up there. Just look.
Yeah, let me know if you find it.
Story of my life.
So where are you guys going to go after all of this? Like after the film is done and you guys find out that gaming is fun, but it might not be exactly what you're looking for. And it might be. Where do you guys want to end up in the future?
Wasn't that the $1 million question?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all just sort of exploring. You know, we have what we have, and we're pretty happy with it. And when those opportunities expire, we'll look for the next thing. And I mean, as opportunities and time allows, we definitely do want to keep working together as a team and keep doing projects together. So to some extent, you know, even if we're all permanently in the game industry, even if that's what ends up happening, we'll still be doing film work on the side. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's you know, that's my old dude talking to young folks working on stuff. Always work on your own projects on the side. Always. Don't ever let that passion fade away. Even if you guys have to kick each other in the pants and get each other addicted to coffee, keep working on your own stuff. Because it always, everything that you work on, even whether it's by yourself or together, each one of those things opens new doors that maybe you don't even know are available yet. Other old guys, you want to give them a little word of praise or pep talk?
Any wisdom? I appreciate.
Anything for the whippersnappers?
Ah,
You go first,
Yeah.
Jack.
No, I mean, I think everything that Carlos
Now
said.
that they're on top of the hill, what do they? There's nothing else for them to look forward to. What can they do now?
Unless it's a sled.
Offer them a sled.
And then climb back up the hill and then sled down again? Can this be the analogy for life that we live?
Oh God.
I like that.
You want me to go now? Or are you gonna keep going?
No, I can keep going, but I wanted to give you your shot.
No, I mean, I think everything Carlos said is totally true and accurate. And I think it's super important when you find a team that you work well with. Because working at a studio, sometimes it can feel a little bit like work, and teams come and go. You get good ones, you get bad ones. But if you kind of find that magic combination, and who knows, there may be like an actual business venture in the future where you get to assemble your own team, and finding that magic team that you work really well with is, I mean, 90% of the battle. As you guys sort of explained with your production process and how you didn't really need all the same support systems that other teams did. I mean, you can look at the history of pretty much any film or project ever produced, and that's kind of the running theme. It's not budget. It's not, it's not time. It's not even, quality of source material. It generally is the team. And although the final output may not be gold, it may not be the best project ever created, most people come out of that project better people, and they look upon that with kind of fond memories. I mean, anyone I work with, you go around the room and you say, what's the best project you work on? And they don't say, Little Mermaid. The first thing they say is, well, do you mean the best film or the best experience? Because everybody has that division in their history and in their memories, and it's just super important for your mental health, but also for the livelihood of the projects you guys are working on.
Yeah, Jack's totally right, and what Carlos said also was great. Coming from a background of game development, I worked in the game industry also, and I still to this day have a team that I worked with back at EA Chicago. That was the best team I've worked with. It was a combination of people who used to work in the film and also who worked in game development. And they reached out to a lot of film guys on purpose back in the day where it wasn't contract based in the game development. It was more salary based. So all those guys that worked on different projects in film, blockbuster films, were looking to find the full-time gig. And when they were all happy, everybody was happy. And I was just a junior artisan, but most people on my team had 10 years on me. So that was both amazing and hard at the same time in terms of the level of expectation that was put on me. But when I look back on it now, I still talk to a lot of those guys, and I still have them on Facebook, and I still have them here in Chicago. So keep that team that you guys have and keep in touch, because really easily people can start getting jobs elsewhere and moving across the country and stuff like that. And so you want to keep in touch with those guys. I mean, I kept in touch with Carlos and Jack, my other best friend Wes. I still keep in touch with, and a couple other people from college. It's like Jack said, it's a running theme. You kind of stick around people that you gel with, and the years will tell who's real and who's not. And it seems like you guys have a really good unit over there. You guys are all silly and quirky in your own way. It reminds me of the students I used to teach, but you guys, in all that chaos, you get amazing things done. So that's really, really cool. But yeah, take all that to heart and keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. And for those of you guys who are in game development, soak up as much knowledge from those people at your studios that you can. Don't ever think that you're that you can't learn something. And you guys seem pretty humble, so that's cool. So use that, and for the one who wants to go to feature animation, keep working at it. get that master's degree under your belt so that you can teach people the same thing that you know. Because I do recommend anybody who's an artist to teach at least once. I did it for 5 years, and it was a really great experience. So you're in for a treat when you can finally give that young artist that's like 18, 19, and you see the light go on their head, and they finally figure out what you've been trying to tell them for a quarter. It's a really cool thing, you know. So that's what I said. That's my advice.
Excellent. You know what time it is? You know what time it is?
And
I don't know. What time is it?
Here they come. Here they come, yo.
No, wrong one. We're not gonna do.
Hey, no, we're gonna do it.
Okay, we're gonna do this or that. Street cred. This or that. I don't have any.
Oh, come on.
Oh, we can do this.
Let's
Let's do this. Let's do this.
How about this? This or that? Would you guys rather do digital art or give it a go at graffiti?
Graffiti.
Ooh, digital art.
Digital art. Sorry.
digital art.
Or I would
That's a crazy graffiti.
So that's 3-2.
Has anyone tried graffiti?
What?
We actually, one of our professors used to be a street artist, and so we brought huge things of cardboard out behind the school, and he showed us how to like actually use spray paint the correct way.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
It was
Bring a
hard.
bunch of nozzles. Like you have the big fatty nozzles. Do you bring a bunch of nozzles and like went in?
No,
there
we
were no
didn't-
special
we
nozzles.
did, yeah, no, we didn't get any special nozzles.
Really? Okay.
Basic.
But like, how do you hold it? You know, what angle? How far away?
How you shake it.
How do you shake it? That kind of stuff.
Basics.
So I'm part of a team that's working on a documentary, hip hop documentary in Chicago, and one of the people that we had on our radio show was a graffiti artist, and he was telling a story of how him and his buddy were. If you guys want to take a look, this guy's name is Orko from Chicago, and he came out to the Bay Area actually and taught a bunch of people out here how to graffiti, how to spray, whatever. And he was telling a story about how him and his partner Trickster were doing a piece on a train, and one of the trains came and hit him, and he was all jacked up. But they didn't want to tell the story about how he got hit by a train, so his buddy was telling people he got jumped.
I don't know. I feel like getting hit by a train is a way better story.
I would go with that one. Because
I mean, like,
there's some dude walking around saying, "Yeah, I whooped his ass." I'll be like, "Yo, you don't know me."
Saying that you survived getting hit by like thousands upon thousands of pounds of steel.
Yeah, he can walk around and say, "You should see the other guy."
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's another one.
So, like, did he get hit by the front of the train?
No. Probably just got like skinned by.
I want to know the details of it.
Yeah, I do actually want to know now.
Yeah, just like
I'll send you guys the link to the interview. It's hilarious the way he tells it. Here's another one. Gaming or film?
Film.
Film.
Oh, that's a good one. Depends on how film-like the game is.
Yeah.
Game-like the film is.
Right.
Me in the middle.
I think a lot of the appeal for film is just that you have way more room to try things because, you know, you're not trying to do something that's playable in real time. So part of the, I think Austin's answer is basically just like if it's like a big game, you can push it a lot further. So it's more like working on.
I think as long as I really enjoy doing what I'm doing, I don't care if I'm working on a movie or working on a game.
Just have fun.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's not like what I'm doing or like what types of art or what if I like it and I like the people I'm working with, that's all I care about.
Nice. Here's another one. When you guys go to the movies, do you guys actually spend the extra $1 or $2 for the 3D glasses, or do you guys go and watch the normal movie?
No.
I go twice. Yeah, I see it in 2D and then I see it in 3D with my grandma.
I try to avoid 3D because it makes my eyes strain and they're hard to put over my normal glasses.
I actually want to watch things in 3D, but all my friends hate it. So
Clearly.
Yeah.
I always wear glasses. So it was like, let's go watch normal. Right.
I
All
don't
right.
have an excuse me.
That was not too bad. This or that, just for pulling them out of the
I got
scrap.
one. I got one, and I know it's a
Okay.
little biased since you guys just got done producing a short film, but since you almost all said feature or a film, short film or feature film.
Ooh.
I'd say short, to be honest.
Both.
Can I just do everything? I like everything.
No, that's
Just
Nintendo.
ask Tacky. Tacky does it all already. Just ask him.
You do everything.
I kind of want to feature film.
I feature.
Short film has the benefit of, like, you'd only be working on it for about a year. And I feel like a year is a good amount of time to work on something before you're like, okay, I'm ready to try something new.
Well, there's also the element of, like, with short film, you can touch every shot in that entire production.
That's true.
Versus feature, you're like,
You probably get like
Pay
a
attention,
minute.
this is the one scene I
yeah,
worked
it's
on.
just
Well,
like,
I mean,
oh, my shot's coming out, my shot's coming out.
I think overall short films, generally because you only get your couple minutes of screen time, it allows for people to just cram as much good ideas into a small package rather than trying to stretch it out. And I think when you start stretching it out, all those good ideas become a little thinner. I don't think you see as many good feature films as you do short films. I feel like whenever I look at short films, I see a vast majority of really good ones.
Right.
Whereas, and I think that a lot of it has to do with just being able to cram all that good in one small package.
A tasty treat.
Okay. Moving into artist inspiration. All right. So for me, this week we're going to talk about Terrence Whitlow.
Who dat?
This dude he throws down on Copic markers, however you say it. He's just a badass.
Slightly.
Yeah, slightly. Yeah, this is a turtle that he did. That one's for Dave Atsy. And this is paint.
Yeah.
He's doing this on paper. Killing it.
Class.
Look at. Are you serious right now?
That is crazy.
So yeah. So if you go to Instagram.com/Terrence_Unchained, you'll see what I'm talking about. Dude is bananas.
What it is.
His Copic is crazy big.
Yeah.
The normal already crazy.
Yeah, look at that.
It's kind of comical almost.
Where he's like making these super detailed, intricate drawings with these massive markers.
Yeah. No, what it is, he just has that one big marker and it knows when to spread the ink on that. So when he swipes, it's just one big swipe and the rendering is done.
Printer.
Yeah.
It's a printer.
Yeah. So yeah, this dude's marker skills are bananas.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets done a little iPad Pro too, I guess. There you go.
Where'd you hear about this?
Yeah. I stalk artists online, and when I see something that looks super cool and super fancy, I look at. For real, it's like he's like drawing
It is
with
like a printer.
huge brick.
Yeah.
I call shenanigans.
Yo, that's a weird time lapse he's doing there. Whoa.
Oh, there you go. He gets the figure down and then he works it in on the iPad.
Okay.
Okay.
Secrets.
Oh, he starts to clean it up.
He's probably got a
Peter.
big ass Apple pencil. It's like 7 times the regular.
Oh, it's dead now.
Like,
He's got an Apple Pencil attached to a brick. So anyway, there you go.
Cool.
I dig.
Terrence_Unchained.
Get it, Charles.
All right, so here's mine.
Get it, Charles.
So my artist's name is Tanzi Hugh, maybe. I hope I didn't mess up your name too bad. So I was looking, after doing research on who we were having on this week, I was looking for someone that had a really crazy style because it reminded of the graffiti and all that good stuff. But this guy is one of those like freelance concept artists. He's out of Malacca, Malaysia. And here's his art station. Let's go ahead and pull one of these guys up. He's just got a really cool, different style. You know, I love it. Let's put you through some of his work. You know, everything is like exaggerated forms, and then almost to the point of being skewed. But there is character design in there, which is the amazing part. You know, and he's showing some of his process on some of these ones here, which is nice also. So it has little GIFs and stuff. So there you can see the flats and the pencils first, and then as he builds it up. I love his use of color and the way he renders things. He kind of pushes it because the forms and stuff themselves are really simple when they first start out, but like the level of illustration in terms of coloring and blending all that stuff is on point. And these are pretty tame, but they start to get really wild and unique. Reminds me of like a Miyazaki film or something like this. And this was like a play on like different types of Pokemon or something like that. So it's kind of cool when they take different themes and like just run with them. Artists just run with them. It's just really, really cool. Keep going here. Here's some more. So some more process stuff. You know. Let's see here. Anything else?
Crazy proportion.
Right. You know, this one looks like
Extreme.
some crazy style Avengers type deal. This guy looks like a weird like Iron Man, and it's kind of cool. It's almost like abstract. Yeah, you almost have to like really stare at to figure out what the form is, you know. But it's super, super sweet, super nice.
Yeah,
like some
the render job is on point.
Look at this. Like that's forced perspective is amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Check it out.
What was some of the software packages you guys were working with when you guys were working on this film?
Maya, Photoshop, Nuke, Toon Boom,
Storyboard Pro.
Premiere.
I think that's most of it.
Yeah, that's most of it.
Yeah.
Paper and pencil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we were traditional. Traditionally 2D.
Look at this pony. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's it.
Horse.
Yeah, it's
Look
really
at that
cool.
horse unicorn.
Cool.
And Jack?
I like it. Yeah. So I'm never gonna get this name right, but Thorsten Hassenkam. Charlie and I were on the same wavelength. I was trying to find something with some unique style that kind of got some vibes of the film that we're talking about. This is super graphic and kind of simple. He's also really obsessed with his bike, apparently. So there's a lot of photos of this dude's bike. But It's just like a super kind of retro 60s thing that's been in really popular right now. A lot of TV shows that are up right now have this kind of vibe, this style, this art direction. But he's just got a super clean and simple sense of form and kind of proportions. And some little bit of like kind of mashing style here. We got some hula art graffiti, which I thought was kind of cool.
This is really cool, Jeff. Good find. Yeah.
So check him out. It's Fasten Cam, THASENKAMM.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I
A
like
lot
it.
of
You weren't kidding.
He loves that bike.
He does love his bike. I mean, it's a cool bike, but come on, dude.
I don't.
All right.
Well, hang on. Before we wrap up, I got one more this or that because Charlie said it. This or that. GIF or GIF?
Yeah.
GIF.
What was it?
GIF.
That's right. So,
Yeah.
Charlie, get up out of here.
Don't ever let anyone say GIF. Don't ever let them talk you into that hot mess.
Okay. Hot topic.
GIF is peanut butter. So hey guys, if people want to, well, first off, let me ask Apple. Apple, if people want to find out more about your film, where can they go?
They can go to, oh shoot, this is where I'm like, yes, they can go to, I was like, tell me what's this bill to.
Next.zone/
Yes, shoot. If you go to Facebook, you can find Adija Film on Facebook, as well as on that Facebook, you can also go straight to our blog or our website.
And the website is streetcredanimation.weebly.com.
Precisely.
Yeah, see? Got you.
Boom. Thank you.
So now everyone in Street Cred, do you guys have Instagram and all that stuff, or Twitter or anything? And if you do, feel free to say who you are and your social media.
All right.
Well,
I have.
Wait, are we saying it or are we sending it?
Are we sending it or are we saying it?
Say it, because there's going to be like 3 people that start to follow you now.
oh, yes. Follow me. I have everything. So you can follow me on Instagram. Shoot, whatever I'm calling myself. If you find Apollonia Thomer on Instagram,
That's a pretty unique name.
Yes.
If you search Apollonia, she'll probably come up.
Yeah.
Yes. Apollonia Thomer on Instagram. You can also find me on Twitter, Apple Martina. So find me on Facebook, find me on LinkedIn, find me everywhere.
Yeah. You can find me at tygordonart.tumblr.com, and if you go there, you'll also be able to find my portfolio and all that. And that's Ty as in T-A-I, not T-Y.
No. I'm social media challenged. It took me like 4 years to actually use Facebook. So,
All right, Joey.
So I have a website which is called Jovic. If you Google Jovic animation, it's like the first thing that shows up. The Wix site, so I can never remember the exact formatting of it, but it's like jovicanimation.wix.com or however it turns out.
Yep.
I also have a YouTube page where I animate fight scenes because I like doing that, and like the name of that is Victus Prime. So, yeah.
Right.
So there.
I have a little bit of everything that I don't update a lot, but I'm crazy active on Facebook, and my name is one of a kind. So if you search my name correctly, it will show up. And I rant about art a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Sometime in my language, sometime in English. Yes, but right. Yeah, if you search my name on Google, yeah, my website will come up.
So what is your name, just so it is said?
It's Cholawat Thamawan.
And how do you spell that? How do you spell that?
CHONLAWAT.
A little slow.
Yes, perfect. What we'll do is you guys email.
You're gonna get no
will
followers.
email me.
Yeah.
Have the button on the bottom right of
Apple
YouTube.
will email me and I'll update your page.
And then listen to that.
That was just a hot mess of letters, is what that was.
I know. Like, my name is Taki. CHO. I was like, what? You just said Taki.
Just smash your keyboard and my name will come up.
Yep.
So good.
Hi, people. My name is not even that long.
I love it. I love it.
All right. Did we get everyone?
Yep, I think so.
So,
All right, cool. Hey, Charlie, if people are looking for you online, where can they find you?
if you're looking for me online, you can find me at my webpage, which is cargocollective.com/Charlie B. Williams. You can find me on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/CharlieBW3. Twitter is CBW3. Instagram is CharlieBW3. You can also find me on Pinterest and send me a message there at CharlieBW3 at Pinterest. Get it in your life. Do it.
Do it. How about you, Jack?
I am, as always, at sketchbookjack.com and sketchbookjack everywhere else. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest.
Pinterest is funny. And I'm Carlos Gomez. You can find me at carlosrgomez.com, or if you're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Behance, Twitch, you can find me under the name Coconut Justice. This is Sketch Zone. You can find us at sketch.zone. If you have an idea for a guest, go to sketch.zone/guest. Before I forget, we have the hotline. You can email us. You can reach us. However, we're preparing again for the 100th episode. We're going to have a Ask Me Anything. So reach out to us. Send us voicemails. Send us emails. However you need to. Ponies. We accept ponies.
We do.
But send us messages, questions for Jack, Charlie, and me. And anyone that submits a question will probably be able to win some stuff. I got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be giving away. That's not only free but new. I'm not giving you guys old stuff.
Used underwear.
Wow.
Yes.
No, that's the grand prize.
You can the grand prize is used underwear. If you're on Twitter, you can find us at SketchZone. You can go to facebook.com/thesketchzone, youtube.com/SketchZone podcast. And if you're there, please, another thing that we're trying to do, we're trying to get everyone to subscribe, because the more subscribers we have, not only does that help other people find us, but if we can get to 10,000 subscribers, we're going to be able to use YouTube Studios to do a show, and we can pile it up with all these guys that you guys see here, Street Cred crew. They said if we don't get the studios at YouTube, they're going to go get the Street Cred and start murdering people in the streets. I don't want that to happen. I don't.
Supposed to be off the record.
But if you're on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/ I already said Facebook. I already said YouTube. So you can find us. Sketch Zone Podcast if you are on Instagram. And listen, I got so much stuff done in the past few days. I'm going to start loading Instagram with a bunch of Sketch Zone stuff. So let's see. Subscribe on YouTube. If you're on iTunes, where'd all my notes go? If you are, all my stuff is, listen, if you're listening to podcasts, you're probably going to find us there. So look for us, and I'm going to try to find out what happened to my notes. So there. I think that's it. I'm going to call it quits because these kids need to go do their homework and then go to bed. So there.
You know what? YOLO.
YOLO.
Street Cred. Oh, what was the Digipen gang sign?
We don't know.
No. Look at Tacky's like, look, don't do that. I got people watching. Don't do that.
Let's start a fight. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
So good. All right, y'all. That is it for us. So have a wonderful week. We will see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Yeah, we got a good one coming up next week. Dude, next week is going to be hilarious. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Get out of here.
See you guys.
See you next week.
Bye.